You know what's missing from most piano technique advice? They tell you to press the keys down, but they never mention the opposing force that makes it all work. Every beautiful note requires two forces working together, one going down and the other anchoring in the opposite direction. And most pianists never learn to feel that second force. Today I'm showing you how to find it. Look at this rubber band. It's physically impossible to create force in one direction without an equal force in the opposite direction. I can't pull this lower end down without something pushing or pulling back the other way. If I try, my other hand automatically creates that opposing force. See? One hand pulls down, the other anchors back. Both forces are equally important. Without the opposing anchor, the downward pull accomplishes nothing. This is just physics, and it's exactly what's happening at your piano keys. When my finger presses down to play any key, there is a simultaneous opposing force at the level of my knuckle joint. Down at the fingertip, stabilizing resistance at the knuckle. These opposing forces create a stable, controlled system. The downward motion can only be precise and expressive because the structural support keeps it from collapsing. Without the stabilizing force, when the knuckle collapses, you see this in a lot of elementary and even intermediate students, the downward motion becomes weak and impossible to control. But with the structure support engaged, suddenly I have precision, control, and beautiful tone. Here's where it gets interesting. The bigger the downward motion, so if I'm playing with more velocity, stronger the opposing structure needs to be. For a gentler sound, I need small velocity going downward and just a small stabilizing force at the knuckle. Minimal opposing forces, perfectly balanced. But for a powerful fortissimo, let's say if I'm playing Tchaikovsky concerto, the opening, I need much greater downward velocity going very fast to the bottom of the keys. And that means I need a much stronger structure anchor. So I'm engaging not just my knuckles now, and forearms and my shoulders and even my core. Think about throwing a ball powerfully. Your hand moves forward, but what's happening to your body? What is your body doing? Your back leg will likely push down into the ground and your core will stabilize. And these opposing forces are what allow your hand to accelerate powerfully forward. Without that opposing push and stability, the throw will be weak. Piano playing works identically. Your fingers move down with velocity, but your hand, your arm, your body, they all work together to create the structural anchor that makes the velocity controlled and powerful. The opposing forces are always there, just learning to recognize and engage them consciously. You can practice feeling this as you play. Tune into that feeling of opposing resistance, the structural support. As my finger goes down, I feel the knuckle, this knuckle area, providing stability. It's subtle, it's very subtle, especially when I'm going down pretty slowly in piano dynamics, but it's there. It's a gentle firmness, not rigidity. As I need more volume, I feel the supporting structure rise up my arm. So if I'm playing the same scalar figure, with more velocity going down, my forearm engages, and if I'm playing chords in forte dynamic, my shoulder stabilizes, all creating that opposing anchor for the downward motion. The key is recognizing both forces are always present and are always balanced. Now, I'm not saying you should constantly think about this while you play. That would be exhausting and would actually get in the way of making music. Think of this more like learning to ride a bike. At first, you're very aware of balancing, but once your body understands it, the balance just happens automatically. Spend some time in your practice becoming aware of this structural support. Feel it, notice it, play with it. But once your body gets it, let it fade into the background and just make music. The beautiful part is that once you've trained this balance, it takes care of itself. You don't think about it anymore. You just play and the opposing forces work together naturally. So I hope I cleared some myth around piano technique. There is no such thing as a complete relaxation. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, happy practicing. Bye!